Well, it's not often covered in the news anymore, but American forces are still fighting in Afghanistan. It's been 17 years since we first sent troops there to topple the Taliban government. We still have thousands of Americans in the country. So far this year, 8 of them have been killed. President Trump hates this. We happen to know he has often complained to people around him about the quagmire that Afghanistan has become. You remember that when he ran for president, one of Trump's central promises was to keep America out of pointless foreign wars like this one. Permanent Washington despised him for saying that because it implicated them in their failures. But voters appreciated hearing it. And yet somehow the war in Afghanistan has continued to this day fruitlessly. That's thanks almost entirely to bullying from our thoroughly discredited foreign policy establishment. They are happy to keep things the way they are. 17 years later, though, we as a country have almost nothing to show for what we spent there, the lives and the money. The Taliban remains strong. The U.S.-backed government controls barely half of that country. This spring, the DOJ described Afghanistan as, quote, largely lawless, weak, and dysfunctional. Most depressing of all, we're no longer even aiming at any kind of military victory. The best we can hope for is a sort of stalemate that keeps the Taliban partly in power. So what is the point of all of this? Well, some people are getting rich from it. Drive through the D.C. suburbs sometime and see for yourself. But most Americans derive no benefit at all. Some families are paying the highest possible price. 2 years in, it's not too late for the president to deliver on a campaign promise he once made and end this disaster. Tomorrow might be a good day to start with that.